of Pulwama Mastermind Hamza Burhan in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir has led to panic in Pakistan. Hamza has been added to the list of terrorists in Pakistan killed by unknown gunmen in Pakistan. He was a designated terrorist wanted under UAPA and also, of course, known as Doctor. He was killed outside a school in Gojra where bike-borne men fired multiple rounds at him. His family, which resides in Kashmir, welcomed his killing. Let's listen into their statements.
पाकिस्तान 28 जनवरी 2018 में वो पाकिस्तान गए एमबीबीएस करने के लिए। फिर हमें मेरे कहने ये मशवरे के बगैर खुद ही चला गया। इससे पहले वो 2017 में राजीव गांधी यूनिवर्सिटी बेंगलुरु में पढ़ रहा था। पहले सेमेस्टर क्लियर करने के बाद वो दिसंबर में घर आया और जनवरी में वापस चला गया। 13 दिन के बाद हमें मालूम हुआ कि वो पाकिस्तान चला गया। जब हमें कॉल आई तो हमें इसी वक्त पुलिस और एजेंसी को कंफर्म किया कि मेरा बेटा पाकिस्तान चला गया, हमारे मशवरे के बगैर खुद ही चला गया। फिर हमने उसको बताया कि आपने 1 महीने का ये पास ये वीजा निकाला, आप वापस आ जाओ। 1 महीने के बाद उसने अपना वीजा डाला, स्टूडेंट वीजा, कि मैं एमबीबीएस कर रहा हूं पाकिस्तान में। वो डॉक्यूमेंट हमने एजेंसी और पुलिस के हवाले कर दिए कि मेरा बेटा पाकिस्तान में एमबीबीएस कर रहा है। बदकिस्मती से 2 महीने के बाद मालूम हुआ उसने गलत रास्ता इख्तियार किया। तब से हम उसी वक्त उसने हमारे साथ राब्ता ही काट दिया, उसके साथ हमें कोई लेन देन नहीं।
All right, let's open this up with for discussion with our panelists who are joining us. I have retired Major General A.K. Sivash, defense expert, Jammu and Kashmir Police former DGP SP Ved is also joining us, and we also have Kashmiri activist Mr. Lalit Ambardar. Thanks to you all gentlemen for joining me on this very important discussion. General, I want to start with you from a strategic and military perspective. How does this targeted killing in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir impact the terror ecosystem across the border? And in your assessment, is this part of a pattern of internal eliminations, or is there something more to it?
Yeah, Kirti, no doubt about it. There is one fact is very clear. In last about 2 years, more than 30 terrorists which have involved in terrorist activity in India have been eliminated in Pakistan. And one really does not know who are the agencies involved in eliminating them. As far as India is concerned, there can be 2-3 reasons. One is possibly this can be a result of inter-gang rivalry, or it can be a trap war, or it can be eliminated by ISI itself, because the moment they have become a dead wood. And since Pakistan is under scanner by a Financial Action Task Force for terror financing, maybe that ISI is eliminating them one after the other. There is also another school of thought that these are covert operations being done by India, and they've been eliminated because they were involved in terrorist activity in India. And to that extent, a clear message goes that in case you do some terrorist activity in India, you cannot hide anywhere. If you hide even in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or Balochistan or PoK, you will be targeted in time to come. But all said and done, 3-4 things stand out. One is that terrorism is increasing manifold in Pakistan. There is no denying the fact. Out of the top 100 terrorists, 87 are the terrorists which are either in Pakistan or they have roots in Pakistan. So one thing is clear, that majority of the terrorists of the world are in Pakistan. Second thing which stands out is that Pakistan is nowadays worried that there is a chance of Financial Action Task Force putting them again in a grey list. And that's why you find that one after the other, the killings are taking place. Third thing is that if the killings are taking place in Pakistan, why these unknown gunmen have not been caught so far? Though this time they are saying they have, apprehended someone, but it raises a lot of doubt whether it is a correct person who has eliminated Burhan, Hamza, or someone else. But the fact is that Pakistan remain quiet on this. It never make any noise for this reason, because they don't want it to be exposed. They know it that these are all terrorists and all they are staying illegally in Pakistan. And in case they start sort of bringing out this case, they stand totally exposed in the world arena. I think this is high time. Pakistan must be declared as a terrorist state, and Financial Action Task Force must put Pakistan into a grey list.
Right. All right, Mr. SP Ved, I want to come to you as well. Sir, as someone who has led security operations in Jammu and Kashmir, what was Hamza Burhan's exact role in the Pulwama attack and the subsequent radicalization recruitment activities in Kashmir?
Good afternoon, Kirti. Hamza Burhan belongs to Pulwama district, which is part of South Kashmir, and he was one of the planner in this attack, which a massive attack, if you recall, in early 2019 it happened. We lost 40 brave Jawans of the CRPF, and he was also a motivator and a recruiter of many other Kashmiri boys. This is, you see, I have been raising this issue even from the time I was DGP. Many of these Kashmiri boys were lured for MBBS and engineering degrees to Pakistan, where they would end up joining terrorist ranks. And this is what happened with Hamza Burhan also. And the parents, with so much of hope and all their savings, sent their children for making them doctors or engineers. But unfortunately, Pakistan, as a rogue state, uses all channels to only one end, create as much terror as possible, not only in Kashmir and rest of India. So this is Pakistan's old modus operandi, and they have, after he had permanently settled in Pakistan, he was working there, also known as doctor, because of his profession. He joined and was, I think, teaching in some, as a principal in some institute. So his killing, I think, good riddance. You lose one India hater, another terrorist who would have caused terror activities in India. So as far as India is concerned, good that such people are eliminated. Who is eliminating? We are not that much concerned. Maybe, as General Saab said, it could be inter-gang type, inter-agency attacks. Maybe ISI is eliminating them, or some Durandar is doing it, as we saw in Durandar movie. We do not know. No one have exact information. And our concern is, yes, such people who would have attacked India and the enemies of India. I think the sooner these people are purified, better it is. So good that one more enemy of India is gone. Pakistan may be doing it deliberately, as General Saab was saying, because of grey list and all those complications which Pakistan faces. So maybe the utility of such terrorists is no more there. Yes.
Yes, right. Mr. Ambardar, I want to come to you as well as a Kashmiri voice. How do you think people in Valley are viewing the killing of someone like Hamza Burhan, who was originally from Pulwama? And has the narrative around Azadi and militancy shifted in Kashmir after years of such targeted actions and normalcy returning?
I'm afraid you will be disappointed with my observations. You see, there's not a single place in the world where jihad conflicts have been resolved to any logical conclusion. Jihad has not been vanquished anywhere. It's a 1400 years old menace. India has been suffering it for the past 1000 years, and 1947 partition of India was a major success of Ghazwa-e-Hind, anti-India, anti-Hindu jihad. And Kashmir jihad is part of the continuity of that jihad only. Their eyes are on Lal Killa in Delhi. Kashmir is a mere passage to reach Lal Killa in Delhi. So I don't think it has anyway subsided the pan-Islamic inspired separatist tendencies in Kashmir. Yes, the Kashmir jihad has evolved into a hybrid war now. Now it's very difficult because of the very tight security grid prevailing in Kashmir. It's very difficult to do another kind of Pulwama very easily. But whenever they are able to breach the security grid, they succeed in inflicting like what they did in Pahalgam, right? That Pahalgam massacre. So people like Hamza, like Sir was referring to, they've lost the utility in the sense for ISI, for the sense, because as I said, it has evolved into a hybrid war. The techniques are going to change. They are changing. Social media, propaganda, and of course a terror strike, which is precise and which will be the utility, the components or tools for that will be very highly qualified, highly trained guys. So like they did in Pahalgam. So I think in Kashmir, you can see what you see is on the surface, but the general sentiment, like including the mainstream parties, you can see that. Can you imagine last year, Hezbollah commander Nasrullah was killed far away in Beirut. And they, in Kashmir, they suspended, the mainstream political parties of Kashmir suspended their election campaign in making a tribute to that jihadi, Hezbollah jihadi Nasrullah, because all of these parties, be it Congress, National Conference, PDP, they all in one voice on national television declare that he was their spiritual leader. Their religious sentiments are heard, in spite of telling them, reminding them Hezbollah was anti-India, Hezbollah was a supporter of Kashmir Jihad, in spite of that. So even in different form of communication that is evolving in Kashmir, which is very dangerous, and that is coming right out of so-called mainstream. That's what I say. The mode of revolt might change, but the situation remains. Kashmir Jihad is alive and kicking, like they struck in Pahalgam, and then you saw Red Fort bombing, and I will not be surprised, I will not be shocked. As I said, jihad conflicts we will have to live with those jihad conflicts till there are internal reforms within Islam. And what I maintain, I still see a ray of hope in Prince Salman of Saudi Arabia. He is trying to reform. I hope he succeeds. But the way he is trying to embrace Pakistan against Shia Iran, I think that is a bit a disappointment. But then, as I said, we have to be very strong, we have to be very strict, and we have to set targets. For example, there is nothing, there is no deterrent in Kashmir. For example, okay, you have eliminated, Hamza has been eliminated by somebody, right? Even the main protagonist of that Pulwama attack, that Dar, he blew himself up. The doctors of doctor bombers of this Lal Killa attack, Red Fort attack, he eliminated himself. The people are caught. There's not one terrorist who has been till now, one jihadi who has been till now, who have been convicted of jihad terror, or for example, the genocide of Kashmiri Hindus. Yasin Malik is not he's not in jail for waging a war against India. Yes. He is for terror funding. So, and he is the principal proponent of having set Kashmir on fire. Right. And he's still surviving. And we are not doing anything. Forget about Kashmiri Hindu genocide. He confessed in public, on a public platform on BBC, that JKLF killed 3 non-combatant Air Force officers.
General, we are not even trying for that. What Mr. Ambardar here is saying, after Pulwama, India conducted Balakot strike. 7 years later, the mastermind is eliminated in PoK. Has India's policy of proactive counter-terrorism finally delivered justice to our martyrs? And what's left to fill the gaps that are there?
No, as far as India is concerned, India is adopting a multi-pronged strategy, because very rightly brought out by Lalit Ambardar that yes, we may not able to completely eliminate the terrorism, but we can always curtail it, and we have managed to do it in Jammu and Kashmir. You find it that we have said it in no uncertain term to Pakistan. Any terror action will be considered an act of war. We did it after Uri. We have a surgical strike. After Pulwama, we had a Balakot. We not only crossed over from PoK, went to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and basically hit the Balakot camp where about 250 to 300 terrorists were killed and another 20 to 30 the army personnel were killed who were training them. And thereafter, you seen what has happened after basically, we had done Operation Sindhu. It was basically done after Pahalgam. So we have sent a very correct message to Pakistan that if they keep on exposing terrorism, we are going to respond with a lot of might. At the same time, what we are doing in Jammu and Kashmir is that we are trying to bring normalcy by having a grassroots level democracy. You see, district development council election, panchayat election, then we had a Lok Sabha election, then we had assembly election, and also if you see the development which have taken place, the roads have come up, the tunnels have come up, and you find IM Medical College, Engineering College. So I can only say that if you compare basically Jammu and Kashmir with a PoK, the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, there is a vast difference. There is about 50 to 60 years difference. If you see Muzaffarabad, Mirpur, Jhangar, Kotli, Dadnial, Bagh, Pakistan, Punch, the people are coming on the street. There are chakka jam and shutter down. They want to join India. So in case if they want to join India, then it means there is something good happening in India. They want to be part of us. The reason is simple, because they have been fooled by Pakistan. There is no development taken place in PoK. Their main river, which is Neelam river, which we call Kishan Ganga, they have diverted the water of that river from PoK to Punjab. The Mangala Dam, where the electricity is produced, is in PoK, but first it goes to Punjab, then comes back to PoK, and it is charges more than 10 times. So having said that, one can only say, as far as India is concerned, we are fighting in this hybrid warfare. Things seemingly looks to be very much controlled in basically Jammu and Kashmir. You find that hardly about 40 to 50 militants are left, and that too basically are the terrorists which have foreign origin. And of course, I say that basically, if you see the southern part of Kashmir Valley, radicalization has reduced, but one can't say it has completely eradicated. It will take time. But certainly, the policy of India of multi-pronged strategy of bringing sort of development in Jammu and Kashmir and go very hard against the terrorism, I think it is paying off, and it will make a difference in time to come.
Right. Okay. Mr. Webb, we've seen several such killings of designated terrorists in PoK recently. From a policing and intelligence viewpoint, what does this trend suggest about the changing dynamics of Pakistan-backed terrorism?
See, this is, I think, the problem that Pakistan seeing is internal strife. You see how they are facing situation in Balochistan. Every day they are getting, so many of their army and policemen are getting killed. I think about 70, 80 of their, I was reading last week only, they lost in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, policemen and the army people, just 1 week. Imagine the kind of casualty they're getting inflicted. So the internal situation in Pakistan is very, very explosive. As far as PoK is concerned, as General Saab was saying, the situation is not very conducive for Asim Munir and his men there. So, but the surprising part is so many killings have taken place. I'm talking from police point of view, intelligence point of view. So many killings of high-profile terrorists who were wanted in India have taken place, but not even one case they have come out, accepting pointing finger to but India's RAW or India's agencies. They have not been able to apprehend or solve even one case. How can it happen? I really wonder. After all, you have their investigating agencies, the police, the so-called the number one army of the world, so far number one ISI, the number one agency of the world. Then what is happening to them? That they are not able to solve even one case. Who is killing them? Who are these unknown gunmen? They have not. In this particular case, they have claimed they have apprehended one particular person. I don't know how reliable that is. because you can't trust Pakistan. Pakistan is a rogue state. It can do anything. So I'm surprised. What is their police or their paramilitary or their intelligence agencies doing? They're not able to solve even one case or apprehended the so-called the perpetrators of these crimes. So I really doubt what is happening there. So it could be their own game plan. Yes.